regarding how to begin the georeferencing process and producing the ground control points. And so remember that this is similar to the digitizing that we've done in an earlier exercise. From catalog, what I've done here is our image, and what I've simply done is produced a series of 5 areas that we're going to produce ground control points in. You'll notice again these represent intersections of roads that are present in both images. So first step, as we discussed before, is to set up a geodatabase, and in the geodatabase we're going to use a new feature class, and that feature class is going to be defined as a point feature class, and again I will simply call this ground, and we're going to set the type to point features. And in this case what we are going to do is we are going to use an appropriate coordinate system. In this case we're going to be using a projected coordinate system, and it's going to be a UTM, and we are in zone 17 north and we're using nat 83. That would be appropriate for the imagery that I gave you. I'm using the background imagery here, but it's an equivalent system. So we're going to set that, and we're going to finish that. So now we have our empty feature class. I'm going to change the style of the symbol to our fiducial marks, and we'll see if I can find the fiducial mark real quick. There it is. So again, the fiducial mark gives us a circle with a line in it. And again, based on the colors behind us, I'm going to choose red. And then what I'm going to do is look at each of our areas here. Again, we have these series, and I'm going to zoom in on each one, and we're going to add a feature using our editing tools. So again, I'm going to zoom in on the first one, and there's our intersection. And using my editor toolbar, I'm going to right click on the ground controls, and we're going to start editing. And again, we're okay in this case. I'm going to use my create feature construction tool. Since we're in points, it's a relatively simple option. We're simply got the point option. I'm going to go to the center of the intersection and add a point. I'm going to repeat this process for each of the relevant control points, ground control points, and we will add those points in. And again, using our construction tool, we're going to use our point, and here's my next location, and again to our reference areas. And so in each of these cases we are digitizing in a similar manner, going to our relevant points, adding the features, using our create feature point, and placing it in the appropriate location. Now once you have completed, you notice that right now I have 3 present. We've got 2 more to add. Remember that for the higher order polynomial transformations you need a minimum of 6 points. In this case I'm only going to bother with putting in 5 because we're basically just interested in how we do this. But we now have a series of ground control points present, and I'm going to just place this last one without zooming in. There are control points. Now again, like anything else we would do, once we are done with our editing, we are going to have to stop editing. And so again here I'm going to add I don't happen to have my editor toolbar open. Oh, there it is. We're just going to have to go into the editor toolbar, and we're going to stop editing. Once we've stopped editing, then we will be able to continue on to the next step. So in the next step we will begin then to again tie our control points